Good morning students. Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss class 9 chapter number 4 values and data types. As in the last video we have discussed about literals means a constant value that is used to assign to a variable. That value may be a character constant, a string constant, a numeric value or with the numeric value with the decimal point. Today we will discuss punctuators. Punctuator means a symbol that is used to separate the data items. If we will take the example, when you have to speak any 3-4 values, you will normally use comma, like we will use I have eaten snacks, comma, biscuits, comma, cakes. So we will separate with the help of comma. Same way we will use some punctuators in Java, and we will discuss the punctuators with the help of page number 58. Start with term punctuators are the symbols used for grouping and separating the code. Grouping means used to combine the values and separating means used to separate the data items. Now we will discuss about punctuators. Punctuators are also called separators, means when it is used to separate the values, so they are also called separators. Number 2, a symbol that is used to separate a group of code from one another, means to separate one code from another. When you have to print number of messages on the screen, so we will separate with the help of separators. Now there are 6 types of punctuators in Java. So how many types of punctuators or separator? It is of 6 types. So the 6 type of separators or punctuators in Java is: number 1, round bracket, that is also called parenthesis. Number 2, curly brackets, that is also called braces. Next is square brackets. Number 4, semicolon. Number 5, comma. Number 6, dot, that is also called period. Now we will discuss all these separators in brief. Number 1, round brackets. Round brackets are also called parentheses, used to define methods and precedence of operators in expression. For example, when we have to declare any method, like we will take the example of main method, how we will write main round bracket start string args, then round bracket close. This way we can use the round brackets in methods. Next is number 2, curly brackets, used to define a block of code. Block of code means any type of code, any formula, any loop you have to print. For that purpose we will use curly brackets in Java program. For example, int a is equal to 10, comma, b is equal to 15, semicolon. Now we have to, in curly brackets, we have to add a plus b. So how we will write curly bracket start? Int c, c is a new variable that is used to add a plus b. Next is square brackets, used to declare arrays and refer to values at a particular index. For example, like in the main method, we will write string square brackets args, round bracket close. Args means number of arguments, string means a number of characters, and square bracket is used to store the number of values, means number of array values we want to store. Next is semicolon, Most commonly used separator in Java means this separator is used in a program at the end of every statement, used to separate the statements. For example, int a is equal to 1 semicolon means when we will put the semicolon, so one statement is over. Int b is equal to 2 semicolon, here next statement is over. So mostly in the Java program we will use the separator semicolon at the end of every statement to mark the end of a statement. Next is comma, used to separate the consecutive identifiers in a variable declaration. For example, int I, comma j, comma k, semicolon. So we have separated the number of variables with the help of comma. This statement means that I, j, k, all three variables have a same data type int and they are separating from each other with the help of comma, and at the end we will put semicolon to mark the end of a statement. Next is dot, that is also called period, used to assess member variables and methods, means when we want to assess inbuilt methods of Java, for that purpose we will use the dot separator. For example, System.out.println. Now system is an inbuilt class in Java. Dot out is the output function to print on the terminal window. Dot println. Println again we have called to print some message on the screen. Then round bracket start. In double quotes we will write a statement. Round bracket close and semicolon used to mark the end of a statement. This way we will use the dot separator in Java. See the next students, the first three punctuators are also known as delimiters. Like number 1 punctuator we have discussed round brackets, number 2 we have discussed square brackets, and number 3 we have used the curly brackets. Delimiters means when we will start one bracket, so we have to put the closing bracket also. See, whenever a left delimiter, example, curly bracket, left curly bracket start appear in the code, its matching right delimiter means closing curly bracket appear afterwards. Means if you will start the bracket and you will not close the bracket, it will mark the error in a program. So the first three punctuators are also known as delimiters. So students, today we have discussed the punctuators, that is also called separators. We have discussed the definition of punctuators used for grouping and separating the code. So students, revise the topic carefully, go through the example and explanation, understand the different type of punctuators with their define and example, and in the next video we will come with next pages. Thank you very much.